This is what was growing on our cabinets. Can you guys see the white haze? That was on all of our cabinets. Now, this picture was taken about a month ago. It was not quite this bad when our story began, because our story began with the loss of my dog. But we came home from a vacation, and we had a haze like this, much less, growing on our kitchen cabinets. Didn't really realize what it was. And I had relatives coming into town that week. And so what does my wife do? She's trying to prepare for company, so she starts to wipe the cabinets down. Now, if you know anything about mold and mycotoxins, when you start fluffing that stuff up into the air, aerosolizing it, as you're working and panting and breathing hard, it's getting into your lung beds. Mycotoxins are 0.3 microns in size. They go to the deepest aspect of the lungs. After she cleaned our house, she was in bed for 18 days. 18 days with a fever, and she thought she had COVID, because this was right at the time COVID was hitting the U.S. And we had just gotten back from a vacation where we were exposed to some folks from China. So you're in bed with a fever, you think, okay, COVID, you don't think mold poisoning. Again, this took time to grow, so this image that you're seeing is a lot worse than what it was. But she was down in bed for 18 days. I was in bed for 2 weeks with her, sick. We usually don't get sick. This was my son. I don't know how clear that's showing up, but you can see the spotted rash on the back. You can see it below the belly button, on the flank. These rashes kept happening repetitively for him. He would just break out in rashes. They'd come and go. Doctors, pediatricians, and dermatologists didn't know what it was. They tried to blame it on childhood illness because he's not vaccinated. This was not childhood illness. This was mold. And the reason I show this to you is this is one of the more common things that we see clinically. We see fevers of unknown origin in people, and we see skin disruptions and skin rashes on a frequent basis.